गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरु देवो महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ओम भवताप प्रणाशिन्ने आनंद घनमूर्तये ज्ञान भक्ति प्रदायिन्ने मातस्तुभ्यं नमो नमः। जय मां। Okay, we'll continue with the karma. See, the questions are which I mentioned, that how can we become instrument of the divine? We cannot become the instrument of the divine. The divine has to choose us as an instrument, as a yantra. We ourselves cannot become. And how does the divine choose us? There is no rule with the divine. He decides whether he wants to make you the yantra or not. It's not our thing. It's not our job. Okay? Then can we become detached from the fruits of action? Another question. See, it's very well to read in the Gita and read everything that is in the Gita. It's very good because you're getting an understanding of what that is. But detachment is not that easy. Detachment does not happen with our effort. Today you'll say, I want to be detached from, say, drinking. I don't want to be attached to this drinking habit that I have. Every day I'm drinking. So I want to give it up and I want to be detached. I'm not going to even look at it. Okay, you won't look at it for a day. The next day you'll want to drink more. So detachment again is not with our effort. Detachment is an effortless exercise. How does that happen? Only when you enter sadhana, when you are deeply involved in praying, in sadhana, in whatever yoga you are doing, when it is 100% there, you are there, detachment happens automatically. भगवान करता है, हमें नहीं करना पड़ता है, क्योंकि हम जो करने जाते हैं, when we decide to do something, we are not successful. Detachment is not easy. ये भगवान की माया है. Okay? He has created this whole universe. It's his maya. It's his play. It's his sport. You think we are able to break it that easily? No, we can't. There is a lovely story in this. All of you must have heard it, of Uddhav ji and Krishna walking near the Ganga ji. Okay, they are having a walk. I'm sure you people have heard of this story, but I'm just going to repeat it. They are walking near the Ganga ji and Uddhav ji is in a state of confusion, So he says, Bhagwan, ये हमने सुना है आपकी माया है. ये माया क्या है? What is this maya that we talk about? That it's your maya. Can you explain to me what your maya is? So he says, before I explain anything to you, don't you think you should first go and take a holy dip in the Yamuna ji? It's Yamuna ji flowing. Take a holy dip, clean yourself and come back and I'll explain to you what is Maya. What is my Maya? So Uddhav ji says, okay, I'll do that. So he goes to take a dip. He dives into the Yamuna ji and as he goes inside, he's like pulled away into the Yamuna ji and he's almost like drowning. And slowly he starts swimming and all that and he's gasping for breath and he comes up on the other side of the bank. This is one bank of the river and that is the other bank. He comes out over there and he's like breathless and all that. So there is a little village over there. I'm going to cut the story short. There's a village over there and there are people who come to save him, pull him out of the water and all that, and take him to their kutia, their place. It's a village. And they serve him and see that he recovers from all that, do a lot of seva and keep him in the house. Once he recovers and he's healthy and everything, the parents were very worried about their daughter not being married. So they asked him whether he would marry their daughter. Now since they have done so much for him, he's obliged and he says yes, he will marry the daughter. He gets married to this daughter. And slowly his life begins, his householder life begins. And he gets children, he's working in the farm, he does all kinds of things to exist. All this happens, that his children get married, they have children, he becomes a grandfather, all that goes on, his life journey, what we are all going through. And one day again he goes near the river to have a swim and he drowns. And he drowns and again he's breathless and everything and jumps up, comes up. And what does he see? Krishna standing over there. And he comes out of the water and Krishna says, "Did you see my Maya?" It was all an illusion. There was nothing like that. It was just a matter of minutes when the whole life journey went on. And he comes up over here and he says, "What happened?" Nothing happened. That was an illusion. That is where we exist, in a land of illusion. So this is भगवान की माया है. उसमें हम बोले हम detach रहेंगे, we'll do arpan of our fruits of action. All this is very well said because we are reading the Gita and we are reading everything. So how can we give the fruits of action when we are constantly attached to everything in life? This is mine, that is mine, my father, my mother, this, that. We are constantly doing that. So detachment does not come that easily. It's only with sadhana, when slowly, like you are hearing the Gita, yeah? You're listening to the Gita, you're chanting the Gita. There are lots of people I have seen who say we have all the shloks, the entire Gita, everything by heart. And they're very proud about it. They feel that now they are very knowledgeable and spiritually there. It's you're chanting something, but how much have you applied it in your own life? Just by reading or chanting the Gita or going to Vedanta classes or doing things like that, have you imbibed that in your personal life? Have you imbibed that in your own journey? You haven't. So it's this spiritual ego which is very deadly, where you feel, I know everything. No, you don't. You have to imbibe everything you learn. So that is one thing that I wanted to tell you, that it's very well to quote shloks and chant and everything. It's wonderful. You should do that. Because like Ma always says, if you read the Gita or anything, don't try to understand and ask questions about it. Just go on reading. Because every granth, every scripture is Swayam Prakash. It will reveal itself as you go on reading. You don't have to ponder, what does this mean? You do ponder, but you don't have to fret about it because it will reveal itself. That is what the scriptures are. Okay, so that was another question. Yeah, there were some more questions which I haven't written down. It's in my mobile. So let me see what that is. One is, how would I know that my intensity is tivra? How would you know that your intensity is tivra? Obviously you know. If you're thinking constantly about God, you're constantly thinking about that, isn't your ichha tivra? If you have little children in the house, aren't you constantly thinking of them? I have to serve food to them, they will come back from school, I have to do this and I have to do that. Isn't that tivra? That kind of tivra thing, if you have towards God, where from morning to night you're thinking of Him, you're performing all your duties. It's not like you're not performing, but you're constantly thinking of Him. That is tivra. So it's not like thoda tivra and bada tivra. It's not like that. Little tivra and more tivra. It's not like that. Where does the free will apply? Free will applies. Every individual has a free will. भगवान ने वो दिया है आपको. Free will you have. Everybody has. You have to utilize it. You have to use it. And when will you use it? When you decide to go spiritual and you want to tread the path. Like I said earlier also. Now if you don't have that spiritual inclination in this lifetime, doesn't matter. It will happen in the next lifetime. पर एक जन्म ऐसा जरूर होगा where nature will be pushing you teleologically because they don't want you to be here forever. करोड़ों जन्म आप लेंगे, जरूर लेंगे. And that's why it's important to do satsang, which Ma says constantly. सत्संग करो, साधुओं के साथ बैठो, महापुरुष के साथ बैठो, उनको सुनो. Initially just listen to them. Read religious books, read scriptures, read biographies of people, of all the saints who've come and gone. You will get inspiration that way, when you're reading or you're talking to people or doing satsang. There is a lot of inspiration. Even if you're not spiritually inclined, those 15 minutes, you will be there. And that 15 minutes will take you further. So free will applies when you want to go spiritual, when you want to do the right thing. कर्मा तो चलते रहेंगे, उसको कोई नहीं रोक सकता. The day you decide to go spiritual, the day you decide, okay, I want to tread the path, the moment you decide I want to tread this spiritual path, your sanchit starts becoming less and less and less. I hope I'm clear on that. Let me see further. It says, do spiritually non-inclined people have zero free will? No, everybody has free will. But they're not using it because they're not aware of it. Tivra Ichha, is it the fruit of someone's intense spiritual penance in the previous life? It says. Previous life में penance आपने किया होगा तब तो तीव्र इच्छा होनी है. But supposing तीव्र इच्छा नहीं है इस जन्म में, like I said, it is, free will is not predestined. Free will is there for everybody. You have to enter the path or meet people who are on the path. जैसे माँ हमेशा बोलती है, अगर रोना नहीं आता है तो ऐसे लोगों से मिलो जो भगवान के लिए रोते हैं, तो तुमको भी रोना आ जाएगा. Similarly, you're not interested in this. Sit down. Even if you're not interested, sit down. Okay, I'll take out 15 minutes. Let's see what they do. I don't want to party today and I don't want to go to clubs today. Let me take out 15 minutes to do this. Your free will applies there. Spiritually, the moment you go on the path, your free will starts working. I hope this makes sense. So that's all for now. Jai Ma. Om Bhavatapa Pranashinne Ananda Ghanamurtaye Jnana Bhakti Pradayine Matastubhyam Namo Namaha. Jai Ma. Don't be confused. Jai Ma.